Endometriosis and diet. Hippocrates, the father of modern day medicine, famously said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." This quote emphasizes the importance of nourishing our bodies with wholesome, nutrient-rich food. When it comes to managing conditions like endometriosis, adopting a healthy and balanced diet can have an impact on your overall well-being and improve your symptoms. Hello, my name is Dr. Anne, and I'm going to go through everything you need to know about the best diet for you with endometriosis. When it comes to managing endometriosis, there are some important things to keep in mind. Diet alone won't cure your endometriosis, but it could help improve your symptoms. Severe period pain is a classic endometriosis symptoms, and it can be so bad that it can affect your quality of life, including your social life, your work life, and even your sleep. Endometriosis could even affect your mood and leave you feeling exhausted and low. So what can you do to improve your symptoms? Well, in this video, I'll go through some useful tips for you to remember. Make sure you start by watching my previous video on endometriosis, so you have all the essential facts about endometriosis. So let me start by explaining what is endometriosis. Endometriosis is when you have tissue that's on your womb lining called your endometrium growing in other parts of your body. When you have this lining in other places, this can lead to abnormal tissue swelling and bleeding monthly, as you do with your cycle. However, when you're on your monthly period cycle, your body has a clear exit for it. But when you have this tissue growing in other places, like your ovaries, your fallopian tubes, places like your bladder, when this tissue is swelling and growing, it has nowhere clear to exit from. This then can lead to abnormal tissue buildup, causing inflammation, scar tissue, and leading to long-term pain. Symptoms you might experience include painful heavy periods, chronic pelvic pain, back pain, pain during sex, digestive problems, and possibly problems with fertility. We don't know exactly why endometriosis happens, and there's no cure for it at the moment. What we do know is that it's an estrogen-dependent disease, and high levels of estrogen in your body can lead to increased inflammation. So generally, we advise a non-inflammatory, low estrogen diet to help with your symptoms. Foods that can influence hormonal regulation, particularly by increasing estrogen and increasing inflammation, are best to be avoided. My top tip is be careful when you change your diet, especially if you increase or decrease large food groups. This is because cutting out large food groups in your diet could lead to your diet becoming too restricted and not getting all the nutrients you need. So here are some tips on a healthy diet with endometriosis. Increasing anti-inflammatory foods, including plenty of fruit and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, including salmon and sardines, could help your symptoms. This is because they have anti-inflammatory properties which reduce inflammation. It is also worth considering foods which are rich in antioxidants, including spinach, dark chocolate, and beetroot. Another consideration is to focus on getting enough fiber. Aiming for a healthy fiber intake with vegetables, whole grains, and fruits can help improve your digestion, help regulate your hormones, and support your overall gut health. This could lead to lower levels of estrogen, which could improve your symptoms. It's worth noting with some women who have endometriosis and conditions like IBS, having a FODMAP diet could help. A FODMAP diet was originally designed for people with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. High FODMAP foods could lead to increased amounts of gas in your bowels, leading to pain or discomfort. So by aiming to reduce these foods, it could help improve your symptoms. The aim of this diet is to reduce some high fiber foods, including apples, beans, lentils, onions, and asparagus. Healthy fats are your friends, including sources of healthy fats in your diet such as avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds could help reduce inflammation and support hormonal balance. Try to avoid high trans fats because they are inflammatory and could worsen your symptoms. This usually involves avoiding too much junk food or fried food. Consider an omega-3 boost. Omega-3 fatty acids are found in fatty fish such as salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines. Nuts and seeds like chia seeds, flax seeds are also associated with reducing inflammation and may help improve your endometriosis symptoms. Plant oils such as flaxseed oil, walnut oil, soybean oil could also be beneficial. Studies have found that increases in these foods can help reduce pain as well as possibly slow down the disease. Reduce high levels of omega-6, which could be making your pain and inflammation worse. Try to limit foods such as vegetable oil, chicken and pork. Limit your intake as much as possible of processed foods. This includes processed food groups, sugary snacks, drinks. This can lead to increased inflammation and could also worsen your symptoms. Reduce red meat, especially processed meats, which could increase inflammation and lead to high levels of estrogen in your body. Be mindful of your levels of caffeine and alcohol. Excessive amounts of caffeine and alcohol could make your symptoms worse, so be careful about how much you're having on a daily basis. We don't have clear research on this yet, but many women are reporting improvements when they reduce these or avoid excess amounts of them. My most important tip: listen to your body. Pay attention to how certain food groups make you feel. Keep a food diary to track any potential triggers and so you can notice any patterns in your symptoms. Exercise can also be beneficial and help reduce your estrogen levels. It also releases lots of feel-good hormones which can make you feel better. You don't need to do anything extra strenuous, so you can do sports you enjoy, possibly like yoga, Pilates, brisk walking with friends. You could consider supplements, including vitamin A, C, E and zinc. Some women find that these supplements can help improve their symptoms. There was also reports of improvement of symptoms with supplements such as turmeric. But if you are going to try these, check with your doctor and make sure it doesn't interact with any medications you take. Higher levels of vitamin D has lots of health benefits, including for endometriosis. Make sure you follow your government guidelines about vitamin D and take the recommended doses. Stress reduction techniques. Relaxation, meditation, yoga and Pilates can all be beneficial. More research is currently needed, but some women have found that acupuncture can be really helpful. Endometriosis is a complex health condition with lots of linked factors. I have gone through some helpful dietary tips and exercises you can do to help yourself. Right now, further research is needed to fully understand the impact of certain food groups on endometriosis. This is a growing and changing area, so watch this space for further research as it develops. So my top tips on endometriosis and diet is: be careful if you're following a restricted diet, as it could lead to having nutritional deficiencies. Avoid taking extra supplements if you've not checked with your doctor or if it interacts with any medications or health conditions that you have. Keep a food diary or a symptom diary so you can monitor how your body responds to certain foods and look for patterns that can help you avoid triggers. Another helpful tip is to speak to a dietitian who specializes in endometriosis. They can provide personalized advice for you and look at your specific dietary needs. The key is a balanced and healthy diet and reducing foods which trigger your symptoms. Make sure you talk to your doctor if you have symptoms you're worried about, and speak to a dietitian if you're considering dietary changes. Everyone's body is different, so it's best to get personalized advice. If you found this video useful, click subscribe and share this video, and thank you for watching.